Welcome to another mega exciting 5-minute auto pairing. How many chart players are on? 42 at the moment. And kick off this. Okay. Burgsvik. It's going to let me have this structure, which I'll do this to avoid the double pawns. There's a space advantage here. Now if I play A5, that looks good to stop that one. Knight A4. Can get to play Knight B6. I'll take things slow here or win that light square bishop. He's weakened his light square, so taking that guy off, I think that's something I'm keen on doing. But there's B4 as well. I could wait for him to play F5. Now, it does seem logical to take on D7 in some respect. Maybe Queen C2 first, force F4. It's further weakening on the light squares. If he plays F4. Will he play F4? Now B6 is a bit more effective with the knight off D6. He's very, very quick, this guy. Well, I can take here now and actually literally win a light square pawn with E takes. It's actually in the literal sense of light square weaknesses. I'm actually literally winning access to the light squares, though, including potentially E6. That looks very unpleasant. So B5. Hold D5. Gives me the C4 square. But C4, yeah, a bit of activity. Bishop E3. It's playing very quickly. Let's stop that C7 square. I think Knight G3 to F5 looks juicy. His pieces are very restricted. So Knight G3. Alright, that looks nice for Knight F5. I think also there's Bishop C3, there's Rook A4. So G4 maybe with Knight F5. Knight H5 here, looks good to win G7. I think that would be very nice to win the dark square bishop because of things like Bishop C3 and F4. Okay. I think this F4, there's also a potential pass pawn over here. But F4, his king just looks so weak there on that diagonal. And is F5 even possible? Yeah. Maybe Queen B2 first. No, F5 takes Rook F1. Otherwise he's going to have the F5 square. There's always G4. There's Knight D4 after. So maybe F5. I wonder, what about this one? D5, there's Bishop E5. Or there's F5. His pawns are actually quite impressive. Bishop E5 on C5. He does something about that. Nope. Right then, that gives me... his pawns are not so good. But Knight F5 is potentially useful. If I can get rid of the queens here. Mind you, he's got two connected passed pawns. Am I messing this up? Yeah, he's got two connected passed pawns. He's not going to give me F5 though, is he? But Bishop E5 is a pain as well. Takes. I'm not entirely sure his two connected passed pawns are that good here. Alright, so try and get in F6. and f7. Knight d2 f6. Knight takes f7, threatening to queen, and actually that's checkmate. So actually queening threat is very interesting. I think that might seal it. This f pawn might seal it, this game. Knight d2 f6. Knight takes f1, f7. Rook moves as f8. Otherwise this f8 is actually stronger than taking the rook. Yeah, I think that's bad news. This position looks bad news for black. I can't see what to suggest for black here. There's no way of making position. That double edge is just the exchange down. He had the centre pawns, he lost c5. The centre pawns are some way off. Alright, so f6 here, okay. Here we go. The centre pawn's coming down. But I think here f7 is interesting for f8. And actually taking a rook f8 after. So f7 here. Oh man, the knight's going to give me a run for the money. Bishop f6 and bishop d4, just get rid of these horrible pawns.
Check.
If I play bishop takes d4 just to eliminate the pawns. Here he resigns, okay. I thought this was interesting to play this, because sometimes they do take on c3. I mean, e4, yeah, bishop c3 is actually the injured move here. Yeah, it's an interesting little touch, bishop d2. This structure is a space advantage. Sometimes the injured knights as well, space advantage. Now, he's just weakening his light squares, and even more, and it's actually incredible that, yeah, well, he's actually losing f5 here now. I mean, this is a battery. I just take on f5.
Check.
Yeah, bc was mentioned. I thought this was cute as well, b5. This is the advantage to white here. This exchange sack, yes, the centre pawns are a potential concern. Creative play. Bishop e5. Now I wonder why not rook c8. There's queen b2. Maybe a6. So, say he does something about this. Maybe a6, yeah, because of b7. That bishop's on b8. No, I think that's pretty bad news. Is there anything stronger than that? a6 here, alright. It's pretty much should be over really. I'm gonna just take the rook. Check. Or well, this is good as well, of course. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks so much.